Mixed martial arts is coming. That is the Cage Fighting. Say that name again.
Cage Fury Fighting Championships.
Cage Fury Fighting Championships. I got it right when we practiced, and I failed now. Anyway, they are in town this Saturday for big local fighting, and I have two folks that know a lot about that. Also, by the way, you said Dana White is coming to this, so that's pretty exciting, too. Anyway, to talk about it, we have promoter and Alliance Gym coach. We have Eric Del Fiero, along with Matt Sales. You're going to be in the main event. Congratulations to you. Thanks for coming into KUSI. It's good to see you, folks.
Thanks for having us, man.
So, tell me, why is this fight filling a gap in San Diego mixed martial arts?
Well, first and foremost, we need more pro sports, right? With the Chargers leaving. Listen, we need pro sports. We need exciting sports. So we're getting professional mixed martial arts guys that are at the cusp of breaking into the UFC and to Bellator. This is what we're showcasing here in our backyard.
So why is there that gap then between, we have a lot of great fighters that have come out of here, including this man, but not necessarily the events to pair up with it with guys who have 5 wins, 7 wins, 10 fights?
Yeah, it's a regional thing. It just, you know, I think as a whole, the show stopped promoting in this area, and we're looking to fill that gap again. Specifically, it's just, it wasn't there. For whatever reason, you know, it just stopped, and now we're looking to get it back in there as fast as possible.
Matt, have you had problems trying to find a good fight?
I have since I started training when I was like 17, 15. There have been no pro shows here in San Diego, so I'm excited to be on the card here in my hometown.
Gotcha. Well, you have some of the big names in the sport, UFC, Bellator, and such, that have come through your gym at Alliance. What are some of the characteristics that set those folks apart from the rest of the crowd that makes them so great?
I mean, first and foremost, they're great athletes. You know, they're disciplined. They show up. They train hard. And they set goals. You know, these guys are all just tough guys and girls that are disciplined about their goals and come to beautiful San Diego and make them true.
And Matt, I'm sure you're inspired when you walk in the gym and there's, you know, Cat or Brandon or something like that out there fighting or working. What is that like for you?
Yeah, just seeing them training, you know, really makes me want to keep up with where they're going. You know, the pace they're going at. I want to be in the same position they're in. So, you know, I'm really working hard to be there.
What's your fighting style, by the way?
I'm a striker and a kickboxer. You know, I love to stay on the feet. I got a sweet spot for kicks. But you know, I do everything. It's mixed martial arts. I got to be ready for whatever.
Great opinion there. All right. So, where did you go to high school, man?
Here in Steel Canyon.
Went to Steel Canyon.
Yep.
You're a Cougar. Okay. What sport did you play there?
Just did freshman. As a freshman, I did track and football.
Okay. So then you played that as a freshman. Then what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into kickboxing. You know, I took a kickboxing class and I fell in love with it and put everything else to the side.
All right. So what do you say to a young guy at home right now, 14, 15, 16-year-old, who's thinking, I want to be a MMA fighter too? What tips do you give to them?
You know, just if you want to do it, you like it, stick with it, do it every day. You know. Like you said, the discipline and love it. You know, have fun while you're doing it.
So, forgive me if this sounds a bit aloof, but what would it have been like if you had been able to take kickboxing or jiu-jitsu at Steel Canyon? What if mixed martial arts was something that was a choice, whether it was a CIF sanctioned sport or something like that? What would that have meant for your life?
It would have changed it a lot. You know, who knows? It could have been like some of the other kids who just played football, you know, quit after high school, but it wasn't, you know, that wasn't the situation. But I'm sure it would have helped me a lot in the long run, you know, to be able to stay committed in school, you know, come to school and it's there. You know, I don't got to force myself to go to the gym later, you know, and it would have been real fun for me.
Do you think that there's any mechanism at all that could make CIF MMA a reality? Do you think there's enough of a groundswell with kids or an ability to get the right equipment and coaches around to do it?
Yeah, so the market in San Diego for MMA is real big. You know, there's lots of gyms open up everywhere. You know, just driving here, we saw 2 gyms. So it's real popular. The kids might want to do it, and if they do, I'm sure there's some kind of rules we can modify the rules a bit, and they can do it in high school.
Well, yeah, you were saying kind of like Olympics. Is that safe way to say? You know,
exactly.
the Olympics, they have the helmets on,
Exactly.
kind of like that.
Yeah, something like that, where the pads, you know, change the rules up.
Could you see that, something like that in the
Yeah,
future?
100%. I mean, I own a gym down in Chula Vista. It's a huge facility.
Yeah.
Our biggest classes are kids. We have kids ranging from 5 years old to 15, 16, and they're just, the parents love it, the kids love it. It's just, this sport's been in existence now over 25 years, so it just keeps growing. Now we're getting to the second phase of this sport where kids are growing up in it, and you know, that's where we're going to produce our super athletes in the mixed martial arts.
So what do you do when you're not coaching?
I'm a full-time fireman. I've been a fireman for about 22 years now.
A fireman. You're a fireman. Where are you doing your workout? What's your station?
Station 17 out of 32nd Street Naval Station.
Okay. So is there anything you can take from fighting fires and doing that work to put into your coaching?
Yeah, I think so. I think just being in control of your emotions and being able to relate to the fighter what you want him to do in that fight. You know what I mean? And controlling your nerves.
Okay, and I would say this man dispelled a myth. I asked him if he had ever taken a cat out of a tree before his fight. He said no. So that apparently is a lie. That doesn't happen.
It doesn't
all right,
happen.
so the biggest headline in your sport right now isn't exactly about your sport. It's all about right now Conor McGregor and this whole merry-go-round thing he's got going with Floyd Mayweather. First off, can Conor beat Floyd? And secondly, is this a good or a bad thing for your sport? Because I'm imagining Conor goes in there, loses. You don't want a situation where people are saying, well, the MMA guy, he couldn't last with the boxer. Boxing's real and MMA isn't. Where do we go with that? We'll start with you.
Yeah, so it's a fight at the end of the day, so anything can happen. You know, one punch could change anything. But it's boxing, you know, so Mayweather, I would say, you know, has the advantage. But, you know, like I said, it's a fight. Who really knows? But it's a win-win for the sport. Conor McGregor, someone from the UFC, a star like that, to get up there, you know, fighting the biggest name, you could say, in sports. To have that fight happening, it's good for the sport. It's good. It's putting the name out there.
How about you, Eric?
Hey, Conor McGregor is amazing. I'm on that. I'm on that bandwagon. I'm with him. You know what I mean? I want this fight to happen. He's transcending the sport. The fact that Floyd is chasing around, calling him to come into the sport, that's great for everybody. It's great for the sport. It shows how far we've come in 20-some years, you know?
All right. Okay. Well, guess we'll find out. Or maybe we won't find out. We don't know. Get your act together, guys. Anyway, do me a favor. Look in the hard cam right there.
Which was a hard camera? This one?
Right there. Look right there and say, why should people spend their hard-earned money at the Observatory in North Park on Saturday night?
People should come out on Saturday night to watch mixed martial arts at its finest. We got some of the best talent coming out of San Diego, and they should be coming to support their homegrown talent, homegrown professional athletes.
And who are you in the main event against?
Christian Aguilar.
All right, look back in there. Give me your best wrestling promo. What's going to happen?
I'm
What's
coming
going to
for that
happen
win.
on
I'm
Saturday?
going to knock you out, Christian. I'm going to knock you out. You better come ready, boy.